Because I'm a crab?
Yeah, you're a crab.
Yeah, I'm a crab.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the stream. It's
Hooray!
VVVVVV time. Let me get that running for us. Running, running, and running, running. Library.
I'm a crab.
There it is.
I'm a crab. I'm a crab. I'm a crab. I'm a crab. I'm a crab.
Yeah, hi everybody, Cassie's a crab.
Yeah, I'm a crab.
Floofstrud says, yeah.
Yeah. Foof says that. I'm a crab.
Oh, I just noticed the loading screen is done as if it was like loading off a cassette tape.
Oh!
Don't think I saw the loading screen last time. There it is.
Does the loading screen have a crab on it?
Yeah,
Is it crab? I'm a crab?
you're a crab. Everybody knows you're a crab.
Yeah, I'm a crab.
Okay, looks like we're good. Oh, hi Ash.
Hey,
Ash has
Biss.
rated us with a party of
Biss.
3.
Hey, Biss. I'm a crab.
Start game. You've unlocked some new time trials.
What
The
does
intermission
rating
levels.
mean?
It means, well, it's when one streamer who is streaming brings all of their viewers over to another stream.
Oh. Are they crabs?
So you raid the stream. Yeah.
Ash brought crabs.
So I don't know where we're going.
What?
So I don't know where we're going. I have like one level left.
Oh. I think I know where to go. I don't remember which one you had left them.
The last one.
No! Wait, have you done the one with the screen wrap?
Well, there was the tower. That had screen wrap.
Okay, this is different. There's a level where the whole gimmick is screen wrap. I think I know where that is. Hold on. Bottom left, bottom right. Yeah, bottom left, bottom right. Top left.
So this stream is basically just going to be me wandering
so
for
I
an
think-
hour until we find the stage.
Oh, yeah, I remember. I remember now.
Oh,
Okay, so if you go to the right, like, okay, so go on top of the ship, and then
the ship.
to the left. Yeah.
What ship?
The ship. You
There's a
know,
ship?
that's the point you started in, where all your pals are.
What?
The place
It's
you
been a week
start
since
where
I
all your
played this
pals
game,
are.
okay? I don't know what...
Oh.
Starting my scheduled scan? What? No. Stop. We'll begin a complete PC restart. No! Stop! Please no. Oops. That's the Alienware thing that's built into my computer. Just trying to do a thing.
Oh yeah, I never realized you had an Alienware.
Yeah.
That's Hog Wild.
Oh. Why is that?
Cause it's Hog Wild.
Oh, I see.
Oh, just keep going left. Keep going left. I think.
This isn't right.
Well, I'll be behind you, so.
I do want to run that thing eventually, though, because it'll probably I think it has new drivers to install for me, and my computer has mysterious issues that, well, it's a mysterious driver issue, so I feel like my best shot, or one of my best shots at potentially fixing that is updating the drivers, obviously, because it's a driver problem.
Can chat please appreciate that I've played this game probably over 100 times and I still don't know where all the levels are? Muscle memory can get me there during a speed run, but that's about it.
Clicking anywhere will get you there. Clicking anywhere will get you there. The overworld is so hard to navigate. This says, not gonna lie, the overworld is a little confusing, so not surprised.
Oh yeah, it's in there! It's in there, keep going! No!
In here?
Man, I'm behind, so I can't give you direct directions. I can only give you directions for where you were.
Oh.
No, go left!
I tried going left as much as I could.
No! Wrong way!
Yep,
No!
going left. Okay, I'm going left.
Okay, I'm waiting to see you go left on my screen.
Stream delay plus me being the what do you mean I'm the hardest person to direct ever?
Oh, wait, Elena, I had an idea.
What?
Look on your map.
One sec. Please. I found a V.
Okay, do you see the top leftmost T for teleporter?
Yes.
Okay. There's fuzz under that and around it.
Fuzz?
So go to the fuzz. Yeah, like as in somewhere you haven't explored.
Oh.
It's up there. I know for a fact. Because I have this place memorized like a map of a chicken.
A map of a chicken. Chicken map.
No! I'm watching you go the wrong way and this is suffering.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I've gone to that teleporter.
Okay,
Wait, this isn't...
how did you get there?
Now I can't go left. This path only goes right.
Wait, did you teleport to it?
Yeah. You just told me to go there.
I meant to go to the screen under it.
Well, I thought maybe going to that teleporter would get me there.
No, see how like there's a tunnel?
I thought clicking anywhere will get you there.
Clicking anywhere will get you there.
This says they're speaking from experience that I'm the hardest person to direct ever.
Uh-oh. Oh, I see you teleporting now. I think I'm hella behind. Let me leave and come back to the stream, see if that fixes it.
Okay.
Oh, now you're coming out of the ship. And I'm getting an ad!
Oh no!
The suffering.
At least the ads benefit me.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
not talking to you, Vermilion. Still have a grudge with you, Vermilion.
Okay, wait. Where are you now?
I found another teleporter.
I don't know if that'll help. It might. I don't know where you are.
Finding a million checkpoints.
You're going the right way! Yes. Oh, perfect.
This says...
Yes!
Says you can
You're
be
going
like,
the right
go
way!
there, and it'll be like, can't, goes the opposite direction. And by the time you've convinced me that I can go there, I've walked a mile and rubbed up against a tree, hoping it's secretly a door. Oh. Still hating Vermilion, wow, Breehive says. And Floofstrid says, idea, hug me. Floofstrid wants you to give me a hug, apparently, Cassie.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Let's see. Boosted idea, hug Laney. Oh, I'm gonna give you a hug. Hug.
Shiny trinket. Well, this didn't take me anywhere.
Yeah, that's because it's behind Vermilion.
You're behind Vermilion.
Yeah.
How
You
did
gotta
I
go
manage-
behind
How did I manage to do the hard way, but not this?
Great question.
Why am I struggling
I
with
don't
this
know.
spike room? Or maybe because it's been a week and I haven't played this game in a week. A mug of hug.
Okay. Just go back to Vermilion.
I don't know where he is.
Uh-oh.
Saw him,
Well.
but now I don't remember. Oh, there he is.
Phew! Okay, now go left of Vermilion.
Spikes in the overworld, huh? What is... Squares. I have encountered squares, Cassie. Oh, well that was a big circle. So this is just a maze. Very simple maze,
Enjoy
by the
your
looks of it.
squares.
I don't think I enjoy the squares
The
very
warp
much, to be
zone.
honest.
The warp zone!
You're the warp zone.
Uh-oh.
The crab zone.
Yeah, I'm a crab. How's it feel to have a crab girlfriend?
That's pretty good.
Wow, you're making this really long.
What do you mean?
Oh, just watching you go around and around that rectangular place.
Oh,
It was
I
funny.
thought I was going somewhere. 15 out of 20.
Well, you kind of were, just in a roundabout way.
Wait, this is the same room every time. What? Just puts you back in the same room over and over.
Enjoy. This is a bit of a maze.
Oh. You can use the map to cheat.
Good idea.
Kind of. Oh! Oh, it goes up there. I didn't see that part. This is a bit of a maze. Pulls up map immediately. Yeah. This is how it is. Okay.
I love that room name. I'll copy and paste these rooms and make this place
Oh, it's the
maze
Matrix.
themed. Genius!
What the heck are those? Tracksuits?
What room name age 4 we miss? I'm way behind. For whatever reason.
There we go.
Take the red. Oh, yeah!
Matrix. As we go up, we
I
go
think
down.
they're robos. Because it's called Short Circuit. So, like, robos, I think, right?
Tracksuits. Disembodied tracksuits.
Okay. Works for me. I always thought they were robos.
Obey. Forget
Yeah, you gotta
Mario.
obey.
Obey Wario. Why is that what I think of when I see the word obey? I have no idea what to do in this room. I'm stumped.
Yeah, you're right, Floof. The music is lit.
Oh, there we go.
This game has some of my favorite music ever.
For me, it's just kind of okay. I haven't really felt that much about the music.
Uh-oh.
Reminds me of Undertale, where everybody like says how much they love the music, and for me it's just like, nah.
Genuine is just sat there like, yeah, alright, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Music I like.
Yeah,
is
Positive Force is my favorite track in the game.
Wait, this didn't accomplish anything.
What didn't?
I'm just back where I started.
Wait.
Back where we started. Here we go around
Wait
again.
to see it happen. Man, it's weird trying to be a, like, co-host when I can't, like, see in real time.
I'm sorry. We tried to set that up, but...
Yeah, it didn't work out for us.
Yeah, we didn't even trying to run it through Discord, because I like streaming through Discord like slows down the whole computer, so I like know it's going to interrupt trying to stream this.
Yeah. We tried going through Parsec though.
Yeah, and that just didn't work. Like I tried fiddling around with like every setting possible, and it just failed every time.
Yeah.
Failed to connect every time. Parsec is very
this room
specific
is really
requirements.
spumbusing you, huh?
Yeah, I don't get it. You can't get that far. There's no way.
Maybe long term it would be a good idea for you to come up with a way to point your phone at your screen.
Your PC and Arrow, yeah, it works fine when Cassie streams on it, on Parsec, but your PC and Arrows couldn't. Arrows may be able to now though. Yeah, I could not figure out how to do that.
Wow, this room is really spumbusing you, huh?
Yeah, I'm trying to think here. I have no thoughts. Oh, there's this hole in the ground I didn't notice. Maybe that's something. Oh! I never noticed that hole until just now. I was like, oh, that hole must be it. I was trying to get to the checkpoint. As I'm sure you could probably tell from where I was going.
Rip.
Okay, now this room is bumbusing me.
Wheeler's wormhole!
Also, I guess today I found out what I'm going to be streaming in July. Which is Paper Mario.
Oh yeah!
I wasn't surprised that there was rumors before about Paper Mario games, and I was sort of like, well, the rumor was specifically it was like Paper Mario, but it's like the old games. And I was like, I don't know. And this doesn't seem to be exactly like the old games anyway, but like I figured there was probably going to be another Paper Mario. Like that's not a big surprise to me.
It's hella wild that it's straight up coming out in what, 2 months?
Yeah, you're saying it definitely seems to be true that Nintendo's just only announcing things when they're just sure that they're done and ready to come out, physically. Instead of announcing stuff really in advance at this point. Poop!
I'm actually curious if maybe it's the sort of thing where they had it done for a while, and then they were just waiting for a place to slot it into the schedule, and then virus hit. Well, shit. We can't finish these other games we were gonna put around it, so let's just put this one out, because I guess we already had it done.
Imagine the NDAs.
Rip.
Because yeah, it doesn't seem like it's exactly like the older games. But I'm curious to see if they like rolled back some of like the combat changes and stuff that they had made, you know. I don't really know anything about Color Splash. I just know people
I've
didn't like
never,
it
like-
still.
I've never played much Paper Mario. I've only played the first one, and even then I only played a little bit of it. Like, I played the first, like, I don't know, like, quarter of the game or so, and then I was like, I don't really need this. This isn't playing.
Oh. People, that's a very beloved game, actually. I'm surprised you didn't like it.
The combat was boring.
Really?
Yeah.
Paper Mario, as far as I know, at least in the first and second ones, the combat is really no different from the other Mario RPGs. Like, it has some of its own, like, flavor to it, but otherwise it's the same.
See, the thing was, I went into it thinking, because I had heard that the Steven Universe RPGs I liked so much, their combat supposedly took cues from Paper Mario. So I was like, oh, that sounds great. So if these guys do this excellent, then Paper Mario must do it better than anyone. So I played Paper Mario and I'm like, this is boring. This is just RPG combat with a couple, like, small inputs, extra inputs. Whereas the Steven Universe RPGs are like, it's way more involved than just, like, adding a few more inputs on top of moves.
Oh.
I was under the impression it was a clone, but no. Unless I'm missing something, or unless the combat was more interesting in later games, it just felt like RPG combat to me.
The story and the setting and everything is, like, some of the main parts that keep me coming back to those games.
I get that. See, for me, the thing is, I'm not willing to go through dull-ass combat to get to the good stuff.
Well, I didn't think it was dull at all. Like, I thought it was, like, really exciting compared to other RPGs.
I mean, fair play. Fair play. I just thought it was boring.
Like, some of those, like, I like it so much that a couple of those games I've played through multiple times. Like Bowser's Inside Story, I've played, I think, like 4 times.
Or maybe they were mixing it up, or maybe I misremembered, and maybe it was actually the Mario and Luigi games that played like that. I really don't know, but I found it boring.
I can't speak entirely for sure, but I'm pretty certain that Paper Mario is very similar combat to the other ones.
Rip.
It has some of its own.
Yeah,
it has some of its own mechanics, but all of them do. But yeah.
Like, I think a lot of the time people aren't willing to accept when licensed games actually have their own ideas. Licensed games get such a bad rap, but man, there's some really good ones out there. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of utter trash out there, but, like, there's also great ones, and they get overlooked a bit too much.
It took me quite a while to realize that I should go when that thing is moving to the right, not trying to sneak in when it's moving to the left.
What do you mean normal RPG fight structure, Biss?
And now it's done. Oh, I can't. There's too many things to pay attention to in too many different places.
What screen is it? What's the name of the screen?
Shockwave Rider?
Oh yeah, that one trips me up sometimes too. Yeah, that's more or less how the Steven ones play too, Biss. They just have the
The other day I was chased down a hallway by a giant cube with the word avoid on it. The security measures are go too far. Security measures, huh? I keep thinking these all say boob. Oh, those kill you?
What about them, Biss?
I thought those were must be platforms. It's Pac-Man.
It's Casey Munchkin.
The only way into my private lab anymore is by teleporter. I've made sure that it's difficult for unauthorized personnel to gain access. This game has no boob, Beehive says.
Oh, this is the first time I'm understanding that I think those things are supposed to say boo and not an 8 followed by a string of zeros.
Oh yeah, I thought it was 8,000.
Whoops.
The brown gate, is that like the brown note?
Uh-oh.
Wait, do they say boo?
Yeah, I guess so.
I thought it was 8,000. I was making like a calculator joke. To the Batcave. You can't say that, that's copyrighted. This will make you flip.
Yeah, I think you are right about that, Biss, to some extent. It's really it's such an interesting system to me, because it's like every turn, no turn feels wasted, basically. It's like every turn is a chance to use those points to their best, and even if you don't use them, you can save them for the next turn.
I liked Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga so much that I played it twice too. It's a good one. Ooh. Stop slipping up. Viridian is very slippery. He slips off platforms all the time.
Rip.
I wish there was like...
They're not super slippery, like...
Well then how come I slip off all the time? Like it's constant.
They just got a little slippiness.
Feels like a lot because I'm constantly running into it. Also I'm hearing myself over your end. Just a little bit.
Uh-oh. Maybe I'll turn you down.
I was gonna say, you probably have my volume up a little too high. Oh, I don't love this room, though. What metaphor does this room represent?
A cheeseburger?
Oh, I see. This room seems like it's supposed to be an analogy for something.
I don't know.
This whole game seems like it's supposed to be an analogy for something.
Not. What do I know?
So this whole game seems like it's supposed to be an analogy for something. It's full of lots of weird symbolism. Seems like it's supposed to mean something.
I don't know. I kind of like to imagine it's all just random biz.
Like that's how I feel about Undertale, is Undertale feels like a game that's just a bunch of weird symbolism that I don't really understand.
Actually, when you put it that way, that's interesting to me, because I feel like Undertale is a great example of a story that has a lot of depth, but doesn't feel, at least to me, like it requires you to like abstract your nog and go into symbol space and
Undertale just felt weird and abstract and vague to me. I didn't really understand it.
I mean,
like this does.
I guess I think a lot of Undertale isn't meant to mean anything directly. Like, you know, I don't think, like, Sans being a skeleton, he's probably not a skeleton for any reason. He's probably just a skeleton for fun, because it's funny and stuff. Like, I think Undertale is the sort of game where...
There you go.
Like it's not pretentious, basically.
Oh.
Like, I feel like the game is pretty clear in its message.
Oh, well, I didn't really get much of any message out of it.
Oh, rip.
Didn't really understand it, like I said.
I guess symbolism occasionally annoys me.
That's why I have to kill you.
If you have something to say, just say it!
Well, I think some authors like to make works where it sort of means different things to different people.
Yeah, I guess so.
And like for people to sort of apply like critical thinking to it or whatever, you know, and like think about it. Which I'm
I
not very
guess
good
so.
at,
Like,
so I
sometimes
don't really
that's
know.
fun to me. But I think a lot of the time things get really artsy and it's annoying because it's like, alright, if you have something to say, just say it. Because I think sometimes there is an intended interpretation, but they still obscure it for whatever reason. That's just frustrating. It's like, okay, I would love to have a takeaway from this, but I'm not gonna dig for it, sorry.
It's not easy being green. Oh, it's Kermit. We rescued Kermit.
Easy being baby. Kermit!
Is everyone else alright? Is Violet? She's fine. She's back on the ship. Oh, great. Then let's get going then.
Yeah, I agree, Floof. It's like...
No, no, it's an escort mission.
I really did get enough of
Okay, that wasn't very long.
How's it feel to be home, Elena? You did it. There's no problems left at all, ever. All the problems are gone.
Murdering Twin Maker. Welcome back. Where's Captain Viridian? Everyone's rescued except for me. Is anyone there? Temporary fault. Do not adjust the V-hold? Origami room. Oh hey, speaking of origami.
Oh yeah.
Try jiggling the antenna.
Yeah.
What would you do if I jiggled your antenna?
Crabs don't have antennae.
They have little, like, eyeballs.
Are you gonna jiggle my eyeball?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Sorry. Well, this stage stinks.
Uh-oh. You don't enjoy the repeats?
No. The repeats? What do you mean?
There's a screen name that said, please enjoy these repeats.
Oh. I didn't notice that. I don't notice half the screen names.
Oh.
Because, like, I was going back and rewatching some of the footage from last time and was realizing, oh, there's a lot of these titles that I didn't notice when I was playing.
Rip. Do you enjoy the Yes Men?
Is that what those are?
Yes.
What if they're just Yes Boys?
Oh.
The V Stooges?
Yeah, there's V of them.
Well, if this was Roman numerals, that would be 5, but there's not 5 of anything here.
V Stooges?
Yeah.
Vooges.
Wait, it says the Untouchables, but I can touch right here. Look. See? I can touch it.
I can touch it!
0 out of 10. Room name doesn't work.
Uh-oh.
Room name doesn't make sense. Oh. This room is gonna take me 5 years. That's what the Roman numeral 5 was about. The Untouchables.
Uh-oh.
Also, is the music really loud? For anyone other than me? It seems a little loud. A little bit. Let's see, is volume mixer working? No, it is not. So I have to do it the long way. Press M to mute in-game. There we go, that should be good. What if they replaced the music in this game with Hat in Time music? Doing audio the hard way, yep.
Oh.
So who was here last time to see me doing it the hard way? I know Cassie was, obviously.
I'm baby.
Hi, Biss.
I'm also a crab.
There's hamburgers in this room.
I'm a hamburger. Hey, Biss, I'm a hamburger.
Television news veal? Vertigo.
It's hamburger.
I get that sometimes.
What's vertigo?
It's where your balance goes all screwy. Feel like dizzy.
Your 2 favorite hamburgers. Yay!
The Voon. What's with all the V's?
Good question. Maybe it has something to do with the title or something? Probably not.
I'm so confused what I'm supposed to do in this room. Oh. I was like, what's hitting that thing gonna do? This title is having issues.
Rear view mirror.
Silverstone Grand V. Now do a 20 trinket run. Brehype says I witnessed the hard way. Oh my god, I don't know how I just did that. I freaked out and thought I'd lost and like gave up, but then I realized, wait, I made it.
Alright. What, on the Grand V?
No. On the Sandston, whatever it was. Dimensional stability generator, currently generating maximum stability.
V. Yeah, the Grand V. Silverstone Grand V.
Oh. This be what's causing the interference. I wonder if I can turn it off. Dimensional stability generator may lead to instability. Are you sure you want to do this? Seriously, the whole dimension could collapse. Just think about this for a minute. Are you really sure you want to do this? Yes. Uh-oh.
Oh, wait, now you didn't think about it for a minute.
What?
I'm kidding.
Oh. Oh, it's this room again. I don't want to do this room again. But it's like this room again, but worse. Also, this song sounds like Shovel Knight.
Remix.
This just sounds like a Shovel Knight song.
Oh.
This is the main, like, the music in this and the music in Shovel Knight, like, if you had just told, like, if you had played music from this and just told me it was Shovel Knight music, I would have just accepted that. They're very similar.
Well, that's one idea.
That's what I keep thinking every time I hear the music in this. And Shovel
Are
Knight's
you
another
still
game...
stuck on upstairs, downstairs?
No.
Oh, good.
I did it in like 2 tries.
Oh, damn.
Shovel Knight's another one of those games where people always say they love the music, and then the music was just kinda, it's okay. To me.
Some of the music is pretty good, but none of it's ever, like, super stood out to me.
They seem to often be like that. Like, what games have music in them that I really love? Well, I mean, World of Goo and Little Inferno have music that I really love. What else does? I can't even think off the top of my head any video game music that I liked listening to. Oh yeah, Kid Icarus Uprising, that had music I really loved. Do I just experience music differently? Am I sound focused rather than composition focused? Like, I've told you before that I sort of like experience music in a weird way where it's like visual. Like I see it.
Oh yeah!
As opposed to just hear it. Because I'm very visual. I can't think about anything without, like, seeing it. Like I was thinking about that the other day, because there's people who, I think it's called aphantasia, where they don't see anything in their head. Oh, Three's Company.
I think
know
I
that
have
show.
some mild aphantasia. It's difficult for me to picture things.
Oh, for me,
It can
For
take
me-
a while to
For me,
get a
I'm the
clear
exact
image.
opposite, where like I cannot think of anything without having a visual involved. I'm the exact opposite of aphantasia, basically. I physically cannot, like, not have a visual for something.
I mean, I feel like I'm the same. Like, I always have a visual for something, but it's not always super clear.
Oh yeah, and then like somebody, I think it also goes into my dreams because I was talking about, or a couple months ago I was talking with somebody, it was like, my dreams are like 100% vivid. They're like it's as vivid as real life almost. Like there's obviously like weird like dreamlike qualities, but like my dreams, like I hardly ever realize that I'm in a dream just because they're so convincing visually.
Yeah, I think my dreams are pretty vivid too, but I guess without a point of comparison, it's hard to say if they're more vivid than others.
Well, yeah, well, because that gave me a point of reference, because the person was like, oh, well, my dreams are sort of just like vague, like fuzzy, like shapes and colors and things like that. Like vague, like impressions of things. And like, no, I have like full conversations with people in my dreams. Like I like listen to like songs and sing and things like that in my dreams.
You fart in your dreams?
Like whole things happen. There we go. Ooh. But yeah, music just, chiptune music, I guess, rarely does much for me because of, like, visually in my head, it's sort of just like a jumble.
Oh.
Chiptune music is sort of like, it doesn't look very nice in my head.
Weren't your old games chiptune music?
Yeah. Which is why I was very picky about how it was done.
Oh.
I had very specific, like, things I wanted out of it.
I used to do chiptune, but not anymore, baby. Like, not
Like
that
the
I
little
wouldn't.
beeps?
I just...
Well, that's why I like chiptune music that has, what's it called? Well, I call it wiggly because in my head it looks wiggly. that's the ones that are look interesting to me.
I'm actually super curious, like, what that looks like.
Like the
Just,
beeps,
like what it looks like in general to see music.
the regular like beeps in chiptunes sort of look like little, they look like little fuzzy like points of light, like little circles, like little fuzzy circles.
Oh, cute! Beep boop
And
beep.
there's just a lot of like, that's what beeps look like to me.
Well, you're almost at the end of the game.
Oh. It all sort of looks like I like that's why I like songs with like a lot of texture, like a lot of different instruments, because like each like instrument has like a certain visual to me, and like when there's lots of things at once, it's kind of fun.
Interesting.
Like if there's like there's the guitar and the drums and you know various things like that, they all look different. The exact opposite of me. Could be the sound font. Yeah. Like, Cave Story has chiptune music. Oh yeah, that's another one where I really like the music. That has chiptune music, but I really, really like it a lot. I think because the music has, like, depth.
I think what I like is anything with like a distinct sound. I really like feeling like I'm having like a fresh kind of experience with music and like something unique.
Oh, this part of the song with the that looks like a bunch of like little bubbles to me, basically. It's really hard to describe what it looks like. I'm giving you sort of like vague impressions as best as I can. And also while I'm trying to like play this game, so I'm like trying to think about two things at once here. Ooh. You can sense what I mean by the bubbles?
Oh, orchestral stuff is really nice sometimes.
Oh yeah, that's one of my, yeah, classical music, like orchestras, that's one of my absolute favorites. That's why, like, one of my favorite things I ever went to was the Zelda Symphony Orchestra. Because that's like two things I like. That was, like, classical symphony and then also Legend of Zelda.
Oh, for instance, you know what I really like is the theremin that they use a lot in Hat in Time. It sounds like
theremins.
Really good.
Theremins.
It's such like a fresh flavor.
The sound from a theremin looks very like smooth to me. Like it's like a smooth, like soft sort of
Oh, I
thing.
figure it
like...
would. Makes sense. Oh, by the way, I only just recently learned what a theremin is. So if anyone in chat doesn't know what a theremin is, don't feel bad.
Oh, yeah, I've known about them for a long time.
It's the instrument in like sci-fi and horror movies that's like,
yeah, and it's cool because you don't touch it. It's like it's done with like conductivity.
I didn't know that. That's
yeah.
cool.
You just move your hand through the air, like up and down, to do the up and down notes.
Oh, cool. I want to see one.
So like it looks like a sci-fi like thing itself. So it's very fitting. Congratulations, you have found a shiny trinket.
Yeah, Biss, I agree. I don't
you.
like a lot of desert like music because it sounds like they're often just like borrowing from like world cultures, and it's like,
oh,
okay, cool.
I just love how they sound.
Just because it's a desert doesn't mean it's Egypt, you know.
Here is.
Here's a picture.
Here's a picture of. Oops, that didn't work. Here's a I got a picture of somebody playing a theremin. It'll probably be easier to see in video, obviously, but. Let's see, open image, new tab. There you go. There you go. So that's the theremin.
Elena, did you pause to show a theremin right before the game ended?
Oh, what? That's a theremin. They look like that, and so there's like this antenna that sticks up there, and you just sort of move your hands around in that. And that makes the sounds. Oops, wrong controller. This controller. VVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVVV Wait. So Viridian just lives in outer space now?
Yeah.
Oh. He seems happy about it. 1,473 deaths. Hardest room with 197 deaths. Wait, which room had 197 deaths? Must have been the one where I was saving Vermilion. Somewhere in the overworld? Or another without a name? Any moment now. Oh, he lived. I thought he just lived in outer space.
Rip. No, they're
Captain!
fine.
You're alright. I knew you'd be okay. I thought this game was going to have a tragic ending.
That would be sad. This is a positive game.
We were very worried when you didn't come back. But when you turned off the source of the interference, we were able to find you with the ship's scanners and teleport you back on board. That was lucky. Thanks, guys. It's like this dimension is just starting to destabilize, just like our own. We can stay and explore for a little longer, but eventually it'll collapse completely. There's no telling exactly how long we have here, but the ship's fixed, so as soon as we're ready, we can go back home. What now, Captain? Let's find a way to save this dimension. And a way to save our home dimension, too. The answer is out there somewhere. Oh, there's a game I've played called Out There Somewhere.
Hey, Lena.
Yes?
You know how the answer is out there?
You have to play the game Out There Somewhere?
What if you found those last 4 trinkets, huh?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't exactly
They're
feel
on
like
the
it.
map. They're visible on the map.
Patrons. Let me take a drink.
Positive horse.
Oh yeah, I checked, and we have 6 open slots for emotes that I can fill. So we need to come up with things for those. No immersion, always ready to derail to show an image. Especially a game like this, I feel no immersion whatsoever. Oh god, those eyes. Oh god, it's scary. Oh, and it's Vermilion too, of course he's scary. Oh lord. Oh, the eyes. I didn't know they were scary looking.
Yeah, the picture at the end in this version isn't great. The Switch version has a much better looking picture.
They look like spooky Teletubbies.
This one is like more faithful to the like Commodore 64 type of look, sort of.
Yeah.
Kind
Well, I
of.
got that out of
But
it,
like, it's not. It just kind of looks scary.
God, go away! Get out of here! Congratulations, your save files have been updated. If you want to keep exploring the game, select Continue from the Play menu. New flip mode. I like this song at the beginning. This is my favorite song in the game.
You mean the menu theme?
Yeah. This song sort of looks like... It looks like big circles with like zigzag lines through them.
Whoa, cool.
That's what I get out of it. And they're like this, or it's more like spheres than circles when it gets like the really low notes. And just and some like long, like sort of elongated, like fuzzy shapes when there's like the.
Hey.
Hmm?
Makes me wonder, what does my music look like? Like the stuff I did for Pizza Time.
I'd have to be listening to it to think about it.
Oh, cool.
Purple guy's children. Oh no. Well, I'm glad that people find it interesting when I talk about that. Like I see it all the time, obviously, right? But I don't often like think about how to describe it, you know. So it's an interesting exercise for me to try and describe what music looks like to me. I feel like it's probably of some use to people, you know, who don't, like, see it that way, you know? Or at least of some interest. I know I always find it interesting when there's other people with, what's it called again? The word when you, like, see, like, colors. I forget what that's called, but that's what I'm talking about. So I feel like I should remember.
Night, night, floof.
Good night. Thanks for watching.
So what are you doing now?
I'm going to where one of the things was.
Hooray!
So I feel like if I don't get all the things, I'll never hear the end of it. Oh lord, it's the hard to look at elephant. I didn't realize the elephant flashes.
Uh-oh.
Why is it even here?
Great question.
Are we gonna address the elephant in the room? Oh, I get it. Oh, is that the whole point of that room? Is that just a joke on that phrase?
Maybe.
And why does it cry?
Well,
this is why seizure elephant.
Sometimes things are sad.
we found the elephant. So there's 4... No, there's only 3 left. One of them's in the tower, gosh dang it. God.
Round 3!
Meridian gets sad when he stands in the elephant? Okay, I have to go back to the elephant room to see this. Because he doesn't like the flashing colors.
Actually, it hurts my eyes. It's been a while since I've seen the elephant.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't know that it... Why did they make it flash? They didn't have to do
Good
that.
question.
No, he doesn't get sad. He's still happy. Okay, let's get out of here. I don't... Oh, wait! Oh! He did get sad.
Viridian is they.
Oh. Now he's just permanently sad, though. Or, excuse me. Habit.
Sad Viridian.
Let's get to the teleporter.
Oh, now they're happy again.
Yeah, it didn't last that long. They don't like the elephant. They don't like the elephant. Sad. Elephant flashing.
I'm a
Something
TV.
in my inbox? A TV baby.
I'm a crab. What?
A TV baby? Oh, I have to do this room
Yeah,
again,
I'm
huh?
a TV baby crab.
Why do I... Again, I have to remember, go down when it's going to the right. You don't have to sneak in between the two things. I have to keep reminding myself that for some reason. Oops, you can't stand there. I don't know why I keep trying to sneak in there between them. This music... oh, another thing this music is reminding me of is Retro City Rampage.
Viridian folded.
I like Retro City Rampage. Because that song, the music in that game often had the wiggly music, the wiggly sound that I really liked. I like chiptune when it wiggles. It's always been funny when I try and like tell you about the things that I want from music because of these weird terms that I use. Can you put some more bubbles in the music?
It's horrible, boys. I want
There we go.
The Wiggles!
Oh, another thing that I like often is the way piano music looks. That has a particular look to me. I like there's a lot of things from a lot of different genres I like. I feel like electronic music I'm the most particular about. Like I like music from physical instruments a bit more, I think, usually. Depends.
That's kind of interesting, because you wanted me to do the Pizza Time soundtrack with electronic sounding instruments.
Maybe that's one of the reasons why I was so particular about it for a while. Woo! So, okay, so there's a trinket here.
Sweetie's Bays, baby! I love seeing you fly through this stuff the second time through.
Oh.
I'm proud.
I haven't felt like I'm flying through it.
Well, you are, Binch.
Excuse me? What did you just call me?
Alright, Edge Games. Major difficult.
Oh, it doesn't seem that difficult to me. Just timing. There's nothing I really have to figure out.
Whoa. You figured it out already?
It's just timing.
Do you know how long it took me to figure out how to do Edge Games?
Oh, that was close. Wait, what is there to figure out? Oops, I keep getting messed up and just walking the same way though.
Well, it was called Edge Games, right? So I figured like I would have to like do some tricky wiki stuff in the middle of the KC Munchkins, like in between two KC Munchkins, like changing the screen and like going left and right between the edges of the screen, but no, it's not about going between the edges of the screen, it's going up and down.
Yeah.
It took me forever to realize that. I think it was the title that threw me off.
Oh, I see. Well, I just looked at it and... like, because I never think that the title has anything to do with the room. Like, I don't put those things together, I guess. Oh.
Oh. You're going about this differently than I do. Maybe it'll work though, who knows? Let's find out.
Oh, so close. I think I'm glitching it, because I think sometimes I'm walking through one of them. Because,
yeah, I think that was the kind of thing I thought I was expected to do.
It's a thing I've just ended up doing, coincidentally.
Walking through KC Munchkin, baby.
Yeah, somebody in chat seems to have noticed that before I did. Whoops. It's just timing. Yep, just timing. I keep getting ahead of myself, though. I need to figure out the timing there a little better. Yeah, I can't get ahead of myself.
KC Munchkin.
Whoops. Or get behind myself. Like right there, I keep... because he's too slippery. Poop.
Viridian's a slippy space, baby.
Do you like how I just sort of just accidentally got this like glitch or trick or whatever? Like without even thinking about it, I end up just walking through them.
I think that was something I tried at one point, and you know what? Maybe that's actually the way I first did it. I can't remember.
Hi, Elfie.
I mean, given that it's called Edge Games, using the edge to walk through KC Munchkin makes sense.
KC Munchkin.
It's KC Munchkin!
Why is he like hairy?
Great question.
Munchman. I need to stop. Why do I keep walking there? I have to stop for a second. Or like turn around. Tried to turn around that time. Oh, look. It's just a little slow. Whoops. I can't, I have no, like, ability to do that. To turn around there for whatever reason. Elfie says cute yawn.
Oh, thank you. I don't know if this approach is possible.
It's possible to me. I just need to turn around and I'll be good. All I need to do is turn around. At the appropriate moment.
Fair play.
I mean, I'm making it almost all the way there. It feels possible. Oh! I needed to stop for a second. Did you see how far I got?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Hot! I need a little bit better timing. I need to, like, trust myself to let go of the button for a second. And for some reason I, like, can't get myself to stop moving when I need to. Like, I just won't do it. My thumbs refuse. Oh! Turn around too much. Oh god, I need to stop. The stop has to happen. I keep forgetting by the time I get there. I get ahead of myself. I'm like, oh, I gotta do it.
Yeah, LPF is right. I think that's the method that's intended, but if you're determined to see if you can make this work, sure.
Whoa, whoa! Almost. Poop. I don't know what you mean by use flips until the threat has passed. Doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, turn around too fast.
Oh god, if you had flipped up the shaft and ended up on the next room, I think you would have hit a checkpoint and wouldn't have been allowed to return.
Okay. So close.
I like how everyone has a different idea of what these are. Are they piranhas? Casey Munchkin? Pac-Man? Great questions.
What's the name of those things from that Stephen King book? It could be that too.
What?
Yeah, the one that they put in Sonic Lost World.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know what this is.
Rehive says what? I found out about the Stephen King thing because of the thing in Sonic Lost World. I need to stop. I need to turn around, stop for a second, and then do that. Also, Elfie says what? Okay, I'm gonna... What is it? Stephen King... Pac-Man... things. The Langoliers. That's what they're called. They could be Langoliers.
Yeah, I still don't know what that is.
I'll put it on stream.
However, I am a baby.
They're just these little like balls with teeth. They're like evil Pac-Man things that float through the air, basically.
Oh, balls with teeth, like the cursed emoji.
Didn't work. Redirect notice. Open image new tab, please. Okay, this is a Langolier. That's a Langolier. There you go. There could be these.
I just got really good to come up.
Looks like scary Pac-Man. Yeah, that's what I said. There's no space to flip here. I don't...
Oh wow. That doesn't look like scary Pac-Man, but probably if I saw a more clear image, I'll probably look it up at some point.
Like, this feels like what you're supposed to do here. Like, there's no space to jump.
Yeah, the gaps.
What gaps?
The gaps that you use to pass to the next floor, so to speak.
But it doesn't make
If
any
you
sense.
sort of dance within those, you can dodge both lines of Casey Munchkins.
I don't understand. I'm just gonna keep doing it this way. I understand this way.
Alright. Works for me. I mean, well, it may not work. We'll find out. Maybe it'll work. You tried?
Ooh. Now I'm doing things the hard way.
Yeah, I tried to, but Elena's a free spirit. Uncontrollable. Sometimes you just gotta go with the lane you love.
I mean, maybe you are right. Maybe Edge Case does, or Edge Games does, like, have meaning here, and this is how you're supposed to do it.
What meaning?
Oh! That would have been perfect if I had just gone for it. I'm a fart spirit? Excuse me? I never fart. Thank you.
Oh yeah?
Oh my god! I had the timing perfect. If I kept going, that would have worked.
Congratulations.
Did you see that? I gotta do it perfect like that again and not give up. I can't, like, surprise myself.
Oh, like the person with their Rubik's Cube world record?
It's like Pac-Man, where, like, you know how sometimes you'll, like, go through a ghost? And, like, that always surprises me and throws me off, and then I end up dying anyway.
Do you know the reason that happens, Elena? Because I do, and it's interesting.
Ash says, can't you just go straight through the middle? No, that's like the main way through the game, and we're trying to get that trinket up there in the upper right.
It's because Pac-Man is on a grid, technically. Even though the sprite.
Well, no, it's basically it's because the hitbox is just the upper right-hand corner, or is just one corner. It's not the whole image, and the position that it's in changes. And it's supposed to sync up between Pac-Man and the ghosts, but sometimes there's like one frame where they're off, and you can slip through.
Well, that's not what I heard.
The hitbox is not the whole sprite, basically. It's just the corner, and it like flips.
I thought it was because it takes place on an underlying grid system that handles collision, and if you and a ghost happen to swap grid spaces at exactly the same time, then there won't be a frame where you're on the same grid space.
Well, that's basically what I said, but it's like a little bit more specific.
What?
Where their hitbox is only the corner.
I don't know how that's the same thing. I don't get it.
Whoops. That's the separate grid. Where the hitboxes are.
The grid.
And it's only on the corners of them. And they can be in, like, different corners.
But it's still a grid.
Like, they physically pass by each other, basically. Because their hitboxes will just slip by each other. So close. I have to, like, pause for, like, one moment when I get there, and then... Like, I have to put on the brakes for a second and then slam on the accelerator again. To put this in driving terms. For no apparent reason. Ah!
Yeah, Elena's definitely doing things the hard way. But
this is the satisfying way.
The laning way. And I like the laning way. It's cool.
So I'm still not exactly certain on the timing here, so that's why I'm inconsistent here. I need some sort of like visual cue to remember when to go for it. No. I'm not doing it anytime because I'm trying to pay attention instead of just feeling it. Like that. See, that time I stopped trying to pay attention and I just felt it out. Which is weird. But it works.
Elena getting repeatedly eaten by Casey Munchkin.
Me getting what?
Repeatedly eaten by Casey Munchkin.
Oh. So that
She very well may be Elena. I mean bis. Wow, that was a sentence that I really struggled to say with my mouth hole.
Ah, so close. There was that. It's just there was that one time when I almost had it, and I was just my timing was just slightly off. If I had just gunned it, I would have made it.
No guns.
No guns in VVVVV.
Oh, speaking of which, something I really appreciate this game is that it's not like about a violent conflict. It's not like there's like nobody you fight. There's no enemies. It's just you gotta find your friends. So you find your friends. It's a very nice and wholesome plot. It's very loving, and I love it. And it makes me happy.
Okay, that was perfect. I just had to stop for a moment. Again, like I never managed that part. If you actually do it this way, I'll cry, Breehive says. Oh. Reminds me of a famous, like, Vinesauce thing where it was like... where he was doing like a ridiculous way to try and get through a monkey ball stage, and somebody said, if you do it, I'll eat my scrot.
Uh-oh.
And then he did it, and he was like, you gotta eat it! You gotta do it now!
Oh.
And then that person was like never heard from again. So he has no idea if he did it or not. So I can do this first part very well. I will fart.
You know what? I believe in you.
Well, thank you. It's just... I gotta get there and I gotta not freak out. Like, I have to be able to stop for a moment and then go. You know? Like, it's one of those kind of things.
You're doing it the way hard way, but I respect it. It's cool.
Oh, well, this is the only way I can figure out. Like, you're trying to tell me a different way and I didn't get it, so...
I mean, if you want to do it the probably intended way, I can help you.
This makes sense to me. Oh!
Fair play.
Can I not get out of here?
Oh no, did you go up the shaft?
Yeah.
Oh,
am I stuck?
Man. Did you tag the checkpoint?
There's no checkpoint. I just can't get out of here.
Oh. Well then, if possible, I think this might teleport you on top of a checkpoint. But if you die, you'll go back to your checkpoint.
There's no way to die.
Go into the teleporter bit.
Well, that won't kill you. Oh, it didn't teleport me onto a checkpoint. Oh, we're back.
Sweet.
Okay.
So just that. Hey, perfect.
Oops, and now I'm screwed up. I keep landing on that one, so my timing's obviously not quite right. Oops. I hope you find your path well, Elfie. Oh, that was so close! Did you see that one? That was almost it. Elfie says to take care of me. Are you there, Cassie? Hello? Hello? Let me change the server, that usually helps. There. Hello?
Oh.
There you
Oh,
are.
hi.
Just changing the server fixes it.
Hey, Biss, what's that little emote, the text emote, where you have the apostrophe and the circle and the wings? Is that like your little hand and your little head and then your wings?
Oh, I always saw it. I always saw the apostrophe as an I, and then this is the O as a mouth. And then I don't know what I saw the other part as. I never saw that as a fairy wave.
Oh, so it's not even just your little head, it's Navi. Cute.
Sorry, I need to pay attention to the game again.
Ooh. I thought that was your little head, and then those were your wings.
Oops. Has anyone ever done it this way before?
I don't know, probably. This game's been out for 10 years.
I mean, people discover new things in games that are older than that all the time.
It's not too late for a sequel.
Also, oh, Cassie, so I remember you talking about Super Hexagon. I own that game now, too. Would you recommend me trying to play it sometime?
I mean, the first time I played it, it hurt my eyes. And then the second time I played it, it hurt my eyes again. And then the third time, it didn't hurt my eyes, and I had an okay time, but it wasn't, you know, it was good. It was fine.
Do you think I should try it out since I own it? Like, I may as well if I have it. I don't have to buy it.
Yeah.
Just came with this game.
Makes sense, because it's by the same developer.
This and that were in the same bundle.
It's funny, because this is one of my favorite games ever, but I've never really been into any of Terry's other games.
What other games are there?
Like Don't Look Back, for instance.
Oh, I've never heard of that one.
Oh, it's based on that one myth, where, like, that person is going to get someone out of the underworld, but, like, if they look back to see them,
the
then they
Greek
turn to
myth.
stone or whatever,
I forget
something
the name.
like that.
I forget the name of those characters. I always liked that story.
Sleep Night Ash!
Sleep well.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's fine, it's just not that interesting.
I like
The
that
game,
story.
I mean. Yeah, the
It's a fun
story's
one.
pretty neat, but the game isn't that interesting.
I love Greek mythology stuff.
Yeah, me too. It's pretty cool.
Some of it's really wild. Like Athena being born out of Zeus's forehead. That's my go-to for things being really wild in Greek mythology. Oh, and of course, I always really liked the Percy Jackson series. My sister likes that too. That's what got me into
Whoa,
Greek
we have
mythology
6 viewers
mostly.
now, huh?
Just 4 on my end.
Oh,
People
weird.
left. Ash
Oh,
and
now
Alfie
we're at
left.
5.
How does Zeus do that? I think it was just, if I remember correctly, the story is just that he had like a really bad headache. And he couldn't figure out what it was, and then just like a baby sort of
That's
just.
the word. Yeah, I've
burst
got
out
a
of his
headache right
forehead.
now too.
Oh, is it because me playing this over and over?
Probably not.
Oh. It was like an alien chest burster, except for it was his daughter. Out of his forehead. Although I think if I remember correctly, she wasn't born as a baby either. She was born as like a fully grown human person. Goddess. It's messed up, but okay, Breehive says. Yeah, the ancient Greeks believed in some interesting things. It's like, I just have to imagine, because obviously back then, there was less, science wasn't really a thing, so people trying to explain the world had to, you know, come up with what they believed were the most reasonable explanations for things. I don't know how you get to, like, how you get this out of that. Like, I was like, what? Like, like, okay, like, I can get how you come up with the idea of there being gods that control all of nature, right? But, like, I don't know how you get the part of Athena born out of Zeus's forehead. If I remember correctly, we learned about how basically, like, a lot of, like, Greek myth is basically, like, fan fiction, in a way. Like, like, people sort of, like, wrote their own stories about the gods. And I remember, like, we learned, like, they refer to the Bible as, like, Jesus fan fiction. Canon in the literal sense,
I heard
actually.
somewhere that it was theorized that they may have come up with centaurs, because I think, I may be wrong, but I think that they didn't actually ride horses. And then I think they got invaded by people who did ride horses, and then those people got mythologized into people, like, fused with their horses or something.
Yeah.
Something along those lines, I don't know.
There's lots of things like that. What was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. It was something something similar to that. Oh yeah, it was just that, like, apparently humans have had, like, human-animal hybrid, like art for, like, as long as we've been making art. In fact, there's more like ancient drawings of animals and animals combined with humans than there are ancient drawings of humans themselves. Which I find interesting.
Furries are natchy, baby.
It's just the telephone game. Of like, oh yeah, it was people in horses, or it was people on horses. It was people horses. Like somebody didn't hear the "in" part at some point. Or on, I mean.
If we follow that theory, maybe it's just like, you know, whoever is writing about it was told about it by somebody who wasn't really looking very closely and really thought they were seeing people fused with horses.
somebody who needed glasses.
Yeah.
Somebody who slurred their words a little.
Yeah, anything like that. Or it could even just have been, like, intentionally mythologized, you never know.
Or it was just like Larry, who likes to, like, tell tall tales. And everybody believes him for some reason. Ancient Greek Larry. I don't know why Larry's the name I came up with for that, but... And then there's the Minotaur, of course.
Yeah, I have no idea what that's about.
That's the half bull, half man. That's involved in the story of Icarus, actually. Before they make the wings.
Yeah.
First, the old guy who, like, created the wings was, like, hidden in the Minotaur's labyrinth.
Robert Farcher.
Or, like, imprisoned there. I don't remember what the story was exactly, but there was, like, some punishment where, like the Minotaur came from, like, this king who had somehow, like, angered the gods. I don't remember which god it was or what he did, but the punishment was that his wife became infatuated with one of the bulls in the fields, and then had a child. Yeah. Made her fall in love with the bull, and then Birth
It's
of
like,
the
aha,
Minotaur.
you did a bad thing. Now your wife's in love with an animal instead of you, bitch.
and then he was so ashamed that he like imprisoned the Minotaur in like this impossible to escape labyrinth.
Rip. No wonder the Minotaur's so aggressive. It's been abused.
Yep. Oh. And then there's the myth of Pandora's box.
Oh yeah. It's just like there was nothing bad before this.
Yeah.
And Pandora opened
Everything
that
was in this
goddamn
box.
box. All you had to do was keep the box shut.
I'm getting tired. I'm doing worse at this every time now. You love Pandora from Kid Icarus? Yeah, that's a good character. That was a funny part of the game. When she gains her true form, I remember. Did you ever play Kid Icarus Uprising?
No.
That's one of my favorite games ever.
What if you opened Pandora's box and I farted?
Nobody ever farted before this box was open.
And then I started farting. Cassie farted. Are you still
Sorry,
convinced this is possible?
Yeah, I'm just getting tired. I don't think I can do it. Just because I'm running out of stamina for this. You know, what if I... Oh. What if I did this? Changed my timing. And slipped through this one. I've had an inspiration.
In the 11th hour.
We haven't been streaming that long. Hey, it worked. Let's see.
I didn't mean that literally.
Huh?
Didn't mean that literally.
Oh. You know how there's that game 9 hours, 9 peoples, 9 doors? What if it was 11 hours, 11 people, and 11 doors?
Casey Munchkin. Casey Munchkin.
9 hours, 9 people, 9 doors. 11 hours, 11 people, 11 doors.
11 babies.
Oh my god! This is the way! If I go through this one, then everything else is like open. If I can just steer my way there. This is it! I can do this. You believe in me?
Hell yeah!
No. Oh, I gotta remember to turn around. For some reason, going through that one like screws up like everything, all my muscle memory. I don't know why. It shouldn't, because it's literally everything else is literally the same. Just go for it after that point. Somehow this timing is harder. I should be watching the right side of the screen, I think. I'm watching the right side of the screen and it's not helping. Oh! I got my tongue hanging out, like in focus.
I have a theremin girlfriend.
Oh?
Yep.
Oh
She's
my
a
god!
theremin.
Because you don't touch me? But I make noises anyway?
I guess.
Wow, this apparently lost everybody's interest. We barely have any viewers left.
Oh yeah, we didn't have that many to begin with. Maybe it's like a slow day, or people just aren't that interested in V or something.
There was lots of people here to watch VVVVVV last week.
Yeah. Maybe they're not that interested in following up on V? I don't know. Let's see, it's Thursday. Is anything happening
sleepy
today?
time?
May 14th?
This is my usual time I stream
Oh yeah, we are streaming pretty late too, huh?
This isn't unusual time for me.
Oh.
I did notice, like, a couple people went to bed. Why do I stink at this so bad? I've only done it a couple times.
Because you're doing things the hard way.
The smart way. Oh, for me it's only like 4:30. It's just 4 p.m.
For me it's 7:30.
I've streamed that late my time before. We'll usually end the stream that late. I think this is the exact same time we were streaming this last week, though. As far as I am aware. I lost the timing. It worked really good a couple times, but... Oh! The timing is all screwy. Gotta be exact, huh? What if I do this? Nope, that doesn't work.
What if you do what?
It didn't work.
Casey Munchkin, Casey Munchkin.
Munchkin baby for me.
Casey Munchkin.
I have a small idea. We'll see if it works. Oops, no. That's not what I wanted at all.
I see what you're doing!
Ah.
I think. Or not. Never mind.
Oh my god. That was almost a thing. Let me try that again. I got, again, freaked out. So I didn't expect to get there. Like, I'm playing this without expecting to finish it, is the problem, I think. Like, I don't expect that I'm ever going to finish this. So if I get close to finishing it, I, like, don't know what to do. Get deer in the headlights. I don't have any confidence in myself with this, I think is the problem. So close, almost. Come on, have confidence. Stick to it. I'm talking to myself. I need to get to the thing. I don't need to slip through all of them. We're trying to avoid having to slip through that last one.
You don't need to slip through any of them using a particular method.
I think we only have to slip through the middle one, if I do this the way I'm thinking. I think this has taken me longer than any of the other challenges in the game.
Maybe.
I think this has been the longest one by far.
Or maybe I'm a baby.
It seems like I'm still like figuring everything out fairly fast though. According to some people in chat who keep saying that this stuff took them a really long time. Like it's still not taking me, like, I'm not doing the best possible at it, but it's not taking me that long. I guess, in the grand scheme of things. This is gonna be, it's gonna feel really satisfying when I manage it, at least. Don't you think? Yeah, this is my first time playing. Oh! That was nearly it. Yes! There we go, I did it!
Hooray!
I finally pulled off what I was trying to do.
Congratulations!
I did it!
You're a genius.
And now how am I supposed to get out of here? To get the other things?
I think you just have to finish the level.
Again?
I guess.
This is hard level. Oh, well, at least it's not as hard as that area. Like how I'm like still like complaining. It's like I gotta do that stuff again after I just did that. That was like way harder. And took me way longer.
You're a legend.
There needs to be a better quick travel system in this, I think. We have to finish this on this stream though, because otherwise if we stream this again it's only going to be like 5 minutes.
Right.
I'll just put the stream announcement out again and see if we can get anybody else to come watch.
I think you've got all the toughest trinkets. Now it's just those last few stragglers.
Somebody said about that line in the new Super Mario, or the new Paper Mario.
She just needs 2 more.
It says, this is what you hear before you fight the final boss in a Final Fantasy game. What the heck? Will you crease yourself and be reborn like me? That is the most ominous line of dialogue I've ever heard in any Mario game. A lot of people seem to agree. I got, what, 131 likes on that post. I'm proud of myself for sticking with it and doing that the hard way. Are you proud of me?
Yeah, hella proud.
And it was with a strategy that I came up with at the very end.
Yeah,
Like I hadn't thought of that until just before I did it, and then it worked. So apparently that's all I was missing. I had to sit there and think about it for a long time to come up with that, I guess. Eventually it came to me. I think that room has to be in the thumbnail for the stream.
Yeah.
Doing it the hard way was in the thumbnail last time.
Casey Munchkin room.
Why did I do that?
Because you like Casey Munchkin?
No.
Are you sure you can't make the thumbnail upside down?
It would take a lot of work. Well, not a lot of work, but it would be slow. Well, there was less of that left than I thought there was. I guess we can do the tower this time.
No, only one of the other trinkets is in the tower. She got one of the 2 tower trinkets.
Teleporter divot. I still don't have any clue how to get this one, which is why I've never gotten it, and the several times I've been through the tower. Several inadvertent times through the tower.
It's a pretty roundabout trick. You gotta go swoogly woogly all around, around.
I still hate the tower. This just in. Local streamer still hates tower.
The tower's music absolutely kills. It's legendary.
It sounds like a phone call.
What?
Yeah, it sounds like a phone call.
The music?
Yeah. Sounds like a phone is ringing.
Okay.
I'm assuming this is the way to the thing, because this seems roundabout.
Yes, woogly woogly.
Oh. Imagine if halfway through the tower song you hear... What? What? There's no way through here. It's just spikes all the way through. Wow, are you really gonna make me sit on those tiny platforms, game?
Yep.
You really gonna make me sit on those? Time to get out the sitting emote. Guess I can't read all of that. Do you see what I'm trying to do here? You think I can read all of that? This is the wrong time for such a long message.
Legendary.
Just got out the sitting emote. Oh, I want to sit on that platform! Sit on it, Viridian. You ever watch Happy Days and notice that as an insult they say sit on it, whatever the person's name is?
No.
Yeah, they tell people to sit on it. Like they say that instead of shut up, basically. Like it's not even like an insult. It's like whatever you'd call saying somebody to shut up.
Legendary.
Sit on it.
Legendary girlfriend.
So I'm telling Viridian to sit on it. I've noticed our bitrate is dipping a lot today, but nobody's commented on it. I imagine this game doesn't require a lot of bitrate to stream just fine. It's not that complicated visually.
Did you say complicated?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not very complicated. There we go, finally.
Doodle doodle doo.
One more, huh? And I didn't think I would get them all.
Hooray! I'm proud.
Because I thought it would be a boring thing to stream.
Not at all. V is never boring, baby. It's a densely packed, compact game.
No! I hate that. That's why I don't like the tower. Oh. Ah. I think overall I feel just lukewarm about this game.
Uh-oh.
I think there's more parts that I like genuinely dislike than there are parts that I liked. Or at least those parts stick in my mind more than the parts that I liked. Okay. So then we have to go over here. Okay. Don't call me that, Biss. Oh, Biss's message was just copy and paste of Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, it's this area. This area I remember liking okay. This part wasn't too bad.
This is the first area most people discover because it's really close to the ship.
I don't think it's the first one I did. I think this is the second one I did. I think we did the tower first.
Maybe, I think so.
And then I did this. Because I know I did an area... Oh, it's just here? Why didn't I get this one? Maybe I just... Like, this area looks familiar. Maybe I'm mistaken. I think maybe we just never went here. I think I just zip-zoomed through this area initially. Yeah, because this is like the first one. This is really easy. Young man, it's worth the challenge. Yeah, that one was easy. Like, it gives you like two check... Like, yeah, it's obviously set up to be like baby's first trinket. Alright, well, let's get out of here.
Well, I mean, the second checkpoint isn't exactly a blessing.
I thought it was.
Alright. No, you gotta go back to the ship.
I guess this game wasn't that hard. It was frustrating, but it wasn't that hard.
Yeah, that's the thing with this game, is it's hard, but it's forgiving. So like, it won't make you redo a bunch of stuff if you struggle.
Made me frustrated though.
Rip.
Oh, you found all of them. Really great. I'll run some tests and see if I can figure out what they're for. That didn't sound good. Run! Oh no, not again! Wait, it stopped. I can hear myself over your end again, Cassie.
Uh-oh. I turned it down.
This is where we were storing those shiny things. What happened? We were just playing with them and they suddenly exploded. But look at what they made. Is that a teleporter? I think so. Oh, but I've never seen a teleporter like that before. Viridian has seen one like that before. Not one that big, though. We should investigate. What do you think, Captain? Should we find out where it leads? Let's go. But he's very cavalier about everything, isn't he? Or, Viridian is very cavalier about everything. Just does stuff. How should we get out of this? Combine? What? They could just do that? Excuse me? Or, you know, we could have just warped back to the ship. Wow, what is this? Looks like another laboratory. Biss says, I've never seen this! Ah! Let's have a look around.
Fusion!
Congratulations, you have found the secret lab. The secret lab is separate from the rest of the game. You can now come back here at any time by selecting the new secret lab option in the play menu. Why is Tetris happening in the background?
Why is Tetris happening in the background? I love you so much, Elena.
We're saved. Yay. Is this just a bunch of dialogue to read?
There's a couple neat things here.
Game complete. Oh, the trophies. Win with less than 500 deaths. Yeah, good luck with that, because I'm like 4 times as many deaths as that.
Womp.
Complete the game with no death mode. Yeah, no
I have
way.
all the trophies except for the no death mode one.
Oh. Complete the game in flip mode? I don't know what flip mode is.
Oh, it's just the game but upside down.
Oh, well that really wouldn't change a whole lot, would it?
Yeah, it really
For a
doesn't.
game like this.
It can throw you off your muscle memory.
Well, I have no muscle memory, so
Well,
it wouldn't
actually,
affect
I
me.
guess technically it
Why did he
won't
get
throw
sad?
off pure muscle memory.
Why does he
will
get
it?
sad in this?
Wait, no, will it?
Why does
No,
he
I
get
don't
sad
think
in
so.
this corner?
Oh, Vernon gets sad because that's a sad corner.
Why do they get sad in this corner?
It's the sad corner.
Super Gravitron
It's
is
the
intended
naughty
for
corner
entertainment
for
purposes
if you
only.
use the Super Gravitron for education.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Don't use it
Maybe
for
he has to
education.
stand in the naughty corner?
Seriously,
What's
don't.
the Super Gravitron?
Go in the warp token.
Oh. Oh, that was the naughty corner. That's why he gets sad. My best time was 1.5 seconds. That was 3.7 seconds. So this is just practice for this, huh?
Well, it's a harder Gravitron. It's just like an endless tough Gravitron.
You're an endless tough Gravitron.
Whoa!
You're a soft Gravitron.
Yay! I like being a soft Gravitron. I had to survive a whole minute in this thing to get all the trophies.
Dang.
It's tough beans. It took me.
I got an
ages.
achievement for... It lasted 5 seconds, so it gave me an achievement.
Yeah, even 5
7.9
seconds.
seconds.
Is an accomplishment in here.
Next trophy at 10 seconds. He's so slippery, even like this. Even just in the air.
It's bizarre to me that you say that because I thought Viridian was really snappy.
Oh, I'm constantly
and I
oversteering. Like, constantly. That's why that's what most of the deaths were, was just oversteer.
You won the game. Congratulations.
But I won't feel satisfied until I do this for 10 seconds. Yeah, I never got used to the controls in this completely.
Do you think you're gonna try the time trials, Elena?
Someday, maybe. I've kind of had my fill of this game for now, I think.
I see.
And I can mark it 100% complete because I did all of the side things. Or got all the trinkets, I mean. Everything else is just side stuff now. Achievements. Achievement hunting if I want to. This would be what I would consider... If you got everything else, it would be what I would consider mastery of the game as opposed to just 100% completing it. But that's just based on how... That's just based on how the... I'm just talking about the categories on Backlog Re. We have unfinished, beaten, completed, and mastered. And I would say... Well, and then, like, there's no... It's kind of loose, so you can just kind of come up with your own rules for that. And how I consider it is usually, like, you get all the hidden collectibles, like, you get all of, like, the things that the game marks for your completion. And then if there's other things, like time trials, or you just sort of make up your own challenges. Like, this game, you don't really need to make up your own challenges, because it gives you plenty of them. Like, pretty much all of the different ways to do it, but...
They are set challenges in this game because it's specifically a par time to get V rank.
Yeah.
So there's a specific par time, and then if you do it in 0 deaths
it just
and all
seems like
trinkets, that's how you get V rank.
It just seems like not part of the main game. Like, that's another thing you can do afterwards.
I mean, fair play. Fair
So
play
I
to
would
see it
consider
that way.
this completed, but not mastered. But again, it's sort of like a loose
I don't know.
thing, so it's
I guess I
whatever you
kind of
want.
feel like the game only is kind of just starting once you've just finished it and gotten all the trinkets.
Except for
But
basically
I
all
guess
my
that's
motivation
just
to
from
play
my
it is gone at the moment.
perspective.
I don't feel like playing it
Perspective of
anymore.
Someone who's played for 70 hours, but yeah, from your perspective, I'm sure this does feel like the end.
Yeah, it feels done to me.
Yeah,
I'm just doing this for
mastering it
some
is
fun.
really hard. I still haven't like gotten to a point where I would consider myself having like mastered this game. I think if you can do it deathless, then I would say probably like.
Were you using backloggery, I would say that you could definitely count this as 100% completed, for sure. I would have no issues if you marked it like that.
If I used backloggery?
Yeah.
No! Because I don't have the trophy for doing it deathless.
I mean, I would say that, like, if you marked it as 100% complete, I wouldn't have any issue with it.
I would. Because I would have not gotten 100%.
I just don't usually count achievements.
What does 100% even mean if there's still empty trophy cases in the trophy room?
Because I count those as achievements. Like Biff says, it's subjective. So
Huh.
That's why I'm glad that the website doesn't have like specific rules. It's sort of like it's set up for like you to track your own progress. So whatever your progress you feel is, you can go ahead and just mark it that way. So depending on how you want to consider these things, you can do it however you want. Yeah, I'm basically marking them complete by my standards, Biss. Because you know, most of what I play is Nintendo games, and most of those are reasonably 100% completable. So, unless you're talking like a Breath of the Wild situation, which is very rare, but...
See, I like games where 100% is incredibly hard to reach, because then I can keep playing the game
Nintendo
I really
games,
like.
I'm used to having like one part of it that's really, really hard that accounts for most of the work in 100% completing it. Like one final stage or something like that, or like in Kirby, the True Arena. Oh, I didn't know there was screen wrapping here. What if you just cheese this? What if you managed to like be so good at this game you could cheese every collision on the side?
Might be tough.
I mean, there's nothing to memorize, I guess. Like, you don't know where things are coming from. Well, there's little arrows that show you. I guess that's true.
Yeah, whereas I like to be able to, like, because, like, I think something that's magic to me about games is, like, their systems are really interesting, right? But like, if a game doesn't use its systems to their fullest potential and like push the challenge up to 11, then I often feel like I haven't really gotten much out of those systems. Like, for instance, the combat in Breath of the Wild is really interesting for me, but I just feel like I never have like a reason to use it. Except in the Master Trials, those are pretty cool. So I'm glad that they have those Master Trials that are focused on that system and like really plumbing the depths of that system so that I can experience like, you know, like every nook and cranny of this system and every scenario it can create and stuff like that.
Yeah, for me, like Biss said, the greatest like feeling I get out of a game is having it fully finished and the feeling that I never have to play it ever again. Because it's
that's
finished.
the most boring feeling to me, because
like,
then
yes.
It's like, oh man, well, I guess
Well, it's because I kind of, like, the feeling otherwise is, like, bad, like, I don't like it. I have, like, a nagging feeling in the back of my head, like, you're supposed to keep playing that, right? Like, you've got stuff left to finish, right? Like, you gotta go back and do that.
Oh no.
And it keeps bugging me until I do it.
See, for me, if I'm not enjoying a game, I don't mind just setting it down. Like, even if I am enjoying a game, I don't mind setting it down. Like, I've had Celeste set down for ages. I still need to do a few levels deathless, but
like, you know how much I... Like, you know how much I feel like I don't like Baba Is You, and I never finished it?
Yeah.
I still, like... There's part of me still keeps bugging me, like, you gotta go back and finish Baba Is You. You've left that game unfinished. You gotta go finish it.
Oh, see, that's... For me, it's like the opposite, because I didn't finish the game either, but eventually I'm excited to go back to it
It's
and
like you
dig
gotta
into
finish
more
that
of
game, you
those
can't leave
tasty
that there.
puzzles.
That's why I'm like, yeah, and there's Octopath Traveler, which I also had a lot of issues with. That one keeps nagging me too. Every once in a while, it's like you gotta go back and finish that game. And then it's the same with games that I haven't 100% completed. It's like you've still got stuff left. Like even if I liked the game, and then I feel bad playing things like Minecraft where I'm like not really doing anything and I'm just building stuff for my own like amusement. So it's like why don't you spend this time playing a game you haven't finished instead, huh? Like that's the thought that I always have in my head.
Oh man, that doesn't sound like a pleasant feeling at all.
And then I keep collecting more games, which just keeps adding to it. Like I have a bunch of games that I've never even played, and I get that feeling about them occasionally too. Because like we were talking about those Humble Bundle things, and there's like a bunch of games in those.
See, that's an exciting feeling to me, because it means I can still experience and have fun with the game. Aside from just replaying it, which is also really fun.
Yeah, I have this weird like
new things are naturally
I guess it's a weird feeling, but it's like this weird feeling of like obligation to finish the things.
Interesting.
Even if it's something like that I just bought in a bundle and didn't really plan to play, it just happened to be in the bundle and I wanted something else in it. Now I have that game and it's like, you should play that. You should finish that game. You shouldn't just let it sit there.
Oh, you know what? Here's another good example. In the second mission of the cruise chapter in Hat in Time, that was like such a good, like almost, I don't want to say mini-game styled thing, but like it was a really unique flavor for that game, for the mission.
The only way that I get myself not to play something is just if I can justify in my mind that it's like not required.
Makes sense.
Like with this game, where it's like I want to, like that's why I was talking, like I'm trying to justify to myself that I don't have to do those things.
But the thing with that was like, I thought it was so cool, and I was like, man, that was rad. But it always ends after you collect like I think 20 things or whatever. Like there's really no like reason or like window for me to like push my skill in this, so I guess I'm just gonna move on. But then I found out it had an endless mode in Death Wish mode that tracks your high scores, and
I got 10
is
seconds.
super rad. And
I want to do 15 seconds.
That's rad, because then I can keep enjoying the depths of this system, and then I can more thoroughly explore this system without just replaying the same thing.
Yeah, I don't like endless modes. Because I want to get done with things, Unless it's an arcade game and endless is all it has.
Well,
yeah, like, basically I was trying to justify this to myself because I don't want this to be one of those games where I have it in the back of my head where it's like, you gotta go back and play it.
Oh no.
That wouldn't improve my mood about how I feel about this game if I had that going on. Let me try this one. Kinda want 15 seconds now.
Yeah, that's the feel. That's the feel with the Super Gravitron. And a lot of what this game ended up being for me at large, because when I started doing the time trials, I didn't go in thinking, alright, I'm gonna V-rank everything. I was just like, yeah, maybe I'll try this out and like see what I can do. And then I was like, I got like A ranks on everything, and then I got S ranks, and then I got V ranks.
Cuphead is another game. Well, I enjoyed it, but it's a game that I dread because I didn't get A ranks on everything. On anything, actually, I think. That game kicked my butt, and I wasn't even on the hardest difficulty, as I've talked about before. And that game sticks in the back of my head, like you're gonna have to go back there and you're gonna have to get those ranks. And it's gonna suck, but you gotta do it.
I still don't know how I got top ranks on all the expert bosses.
Like, you're gonna hate it, but you have to do it, is sort of the feeling that I have.
Rib.
That's a lot of the challenges that I've done in games, is like I hated doing them, but it felt so good having it finished that it like felt worth it afterwards.
Oh man, see, I'm the opposite, is I love the act of doing them, and then once it's done, it's like, oh man, that was fun, now it's over.
No, I feel like it's definitely, like, remember how you were like playing, like feeling like frustrated with the Hat in Time thing the other day? Like, I would be genuinely feeling that.
What thing?
When you were doing that thing in Hat in Time, when you had to fight the two bosses at the same time.
Oh yeah.
I would have been actually frustrated,
I was,
but
like,
still continuing it.
frustration.
Yeah, I would have been actually frustrated with it and just sticking with it because I like was desperately wanted to have it done.
Oh no.
That's how I feel with games. Because I feel like I don't know, I guess I've always had this struggle with feeling like I'm giving up and hating that feeling.
You know, I have an interesting relationship with the term giving up, and I was just thinking about that because I feel like I don't ever give up. I feel like I just put things down and then come back to them later. Like, I just take long extended breaks from things, and then if they ever call out to me and I want to try them again, I try them again, and if they don't, well then that's fine. And I guess maybe that means I gave up.
That's why I
took an extended break and then never came back to it. But
that's why I stuck with that one like that strategy that I had in the Pac-Man room, where people were telling me that wasn't the way to do it. I stuck with it because I hated the idea of like giving up on it.
Really?
And giving up by doing it the other way, you know. That would have felt like giving up to me. This is kind of addicting, though. Kind of just sit here and do this over and over.
Yeah, the Super Gravitron is pretty rad.
Or excuse me, I should say addictive. Chris doesn't like when you say addicting.
Man, I have a weird relationship with the term addicting, because I don't think the goal of trying to make a game addicting is very healthy.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't mean it like literally either, is the other thing. Obviously.
Oh, good.
Just means that I like it's like I like to keep trying. I'll play this for a little bit longer because we've been streaming for a couple hours. Good time to stop here soon. And I did finish everything in the main game. This just seems like a nice sort of like, because we were just having some conversation to sort of wind the stream down with this as the backdrop.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Verdi imparted.
Conversation about how we feel about playing video games and completing them. Woo. Woo. Like, some games I do enjoy, like 100% completing them. Like Super Mario Odyssey, I had so much fun 100% completing that game that I wanted more, and immediately went into 100% completing the Super Mario Galaxy, which required like playing the whole game over a second time as Luigi. And I loved that too. I was like, this isn't enough, I want more Mario. I got 999 Power Moons and was like, that's not enough, I want more Mario.
You're cute, Elena.
Oh, I see. I'd already 100% completed Super Mario Galaxy 2, though.
It's super weird that they make you replay everything as Luigi to get the,
Yeah, nothing's even different.
bonus level.
It's all 100% the same. And then the bonus level at the end is just the beginning area, like the beginning cutscene area, over again.
Yeah, I remember really wanting to return to that as a kid. I was like, man, I missed that place. I want to go there again.
As opposed
I
to the
had
bonus
like a
level.
dream about it, where like I went
the Shadow
there
Mario
and then
levels
you
are
could go
harder?
into Peach's castle.
Oh, I didn't even notice. Well, because it'd been so long since I played through it as Mario that I didn't remember how hard they were.
and there was a power up in there that was like a Mii mask, and it would like cycle through a bunch of different Miis. And
Oh,
then
for a
you would
second I
pick
thought
it
you
up
said a
and your
meme
face
mask.
would be cycling through different Miis. What?
First I thought you said a meme mask. It's like you dreamed that they put memes in Mario? Okay, let's try this like 3 more times and then call it good for the stream. The Gravitron is more fun than I expected.
Oh yay!
It's just like a simple game. Like this feels like a game. Like this feels like this could have been released as like as its own game, like in the time period of the Commodore 64. Oh, I didn't mean in modern time. I meant like this feels like it could have just been its own Commodore 64 game.
Yeah, there is a Gravitron mobile app, Beehive.
But yeah, the final extra stage in Super Mario Galaxy was nothing compared to the, or was completely different compared to the one in Super Mario Galaxy 2, where it was I forget what it was called, Grandmaster Galaxy, where it was like an actual challenge stage. That one wasn't actually very hard. Like I hear like a lot of people say that was like one of the hardest like Mario things, but it didn't take me that long to do. You never beat it? Oh. Well, here I am. Now I feel like I'm acting all smug. Like, like it wasn't that hard to me. It was similar, they did a very similar thing with the final level in Super Mario 3D Land, which I also didn't have too much trouble with. You were pretty young? Oh. By the time I was playing Super Mario Galaxy 2, I was already an adult, so... I never had it when it came out. Neither of those games I had when they came out. Oh. I remember when I first got my Wii, we got Super Mario Galaxy, but it was a used copy and the disc wouldn't work. Like it would load up it would load up the first like menu, but then it wouldn't load anything past that. It would error out every time. It was really weird. Like it would only partially work. Well, at first it didn't work at all, then we like cleaned it really good, and then it only worked on the main menu. And then I got a different copy and that one worked just fine. And it came with a manual. The first one I got didn't have a manual either. Creepypasta edition? Yeah, we cleaned it real good with toothpaste and everything.
Does anyone even know why it's called creepypasta? Oh, like isn't it based on copy pasta?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which is based on copy paste. Because originally they would be a thing that people copied and pasted all over the place.
Right.
Like copy pastas, but they were creepy. Okay, I remember how a while ago I said 3 more tries? Now it's definitely 3 more tries. Okay, so 1. 2. And 3. Poop. Well, that was a okay one. Wait, I can't select. Oh, it's left and right to select those. It's weird. The longest 3 tries ever. Alright. Well, this was a silly extra place, wasn't it? Where we got big.
Isn't it fun to get big?
That's
it's
5
like
seconds,
bits,
that's 10
except
seconds.
they fuse. Fusion.
Oh yeah, see, it says it's complete. So, by backloggeries, by backloggeries, sort of, what's the word? Backloggeries.
What says it's complete?
Right here, game complete. I completed the game. So by backloggeries metrics, that would mean I completed the game, and I can mark it as complete.
Well, yeah. I mean, I would definitely say you've completed. Not 100%, but I guess that's down to what's the word? Subjectivity.
Cannot save in. How do you get out of the lab?
You can just like leave it from the pause menu. It's a separate thing from the main game. So once you unlock it in the main game, you can even like start a new game and like delete your save in the main game and still come back to the lab.
Into the main menu. But alright.
Oh, are there not ones already in there?
Nope.
Oh, I see. So they must only be in there on the Switch version.
Yeah.
Or maybe some of the other consoles, who knows?
Alright. Well, my thoughts on this game. I've talked about it throughout. I think, I'm sort of on the fence about it. Sort of lukewarm about it. There were parts that I had a lot of fun with, and then other parts I didn't have a lot of fun with. And, parts that I didn't have fun with kind of stick out more to me. And I never really got a hang of how it feels to control the game either. Which is unusual. Usually by the time I've finished a whole game and collected everything in it, I would have had a feel on how it plays. And it's especially weird with this one considering how simple the controls are. I just talked about how, like, I have no issue with Mario stuff. And Mario, of course, isn't the world's most complicated game, but it's more complicated than this is. So, I'm not sure on that. But it definitely was interesting to play it, finally. After years of people recommending it to me, and me never playing it. And in fact, I didn't play it because it was recommended, I played it because it came in the Humble Bundle I bought.
Yeah.
And then Cassie was like, you gotta play it. And I was like, okay. But yeah,
One of my favorite games.
well, I'm sorry I didn't like it quite as much as you like it.
Oh no!
I did my best. Well, Cassie will be back on my stream again on Wednesday, and we're gonna play all the SpongeBob Game Boy games. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
I farted.
There's gonna be so much SpongeBob on my stream. Between... Because we're getting ready for the Battle for Bikini Bottom remake. Next month.
I love SpongeBob.
Yay. Alright, well, I gotta get going to do some game dev work now, so... see you all Sunday, where I will stream with Biss.
Bye-bye, I love you.
And then see you on Wednesday with Cassie.
I love you. Bye-bye, I love you. Bye-bye, I love you. Bye, I love you. Bye, I love you.